Yes. Lay down on the mat. Knees bent if you have any tension on the lumbar spine, otherwise legs straight and rolled outward. Roll the arms outward, palm of the hand facing the sky. Keep the shoulder blades flat onto the ground and slide the shoulder blades toward the waist. Pull the back of the head away from the shoulders to lengthen your old spine. Nose rise. And allow your body to soften. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face and clench your jaw. And let your lips open slightly. Close your neck and shoulders. Arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra to vertebra. Relax your belly and the wall abdominal area. Relax your hips, bones, relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and observe every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, as for moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the full phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And there too, observe. Is one of the two pauses longer? Observe also the belly third. Remain relaxed and open, even during the pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the third, take control and create a long and deep breath. But keep it easy, keep it soft. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation and gently contracting with every exhalation. Keep a long, good, easy breath. Observe your belly moving in inhalation and exhalation. With every inhalation, your belly moves up And with every exhalation, the navel move down toward the spine. Long, with easy breath. Observe your chest, the ribs moving away from each other with every inhalation. And moving closer to each other with every exhalation. Expand your ribcage with every inhalation. And let it become more compact with every exhalation. Long, with easy breath. From your next breath, adjust the length of your breathing cycle in order to have the same length for the inhalation and the exhalation. Keep the same count, both for the inhalation and for the exhalation. Same length, inhalation, exhalation. And from the next breath, I want you to lengthen the two pauses, those between inhalation and exhalation, and the one between exhalation and inhalation. Just keep it longer than your normal breath. But keep your breath easy and soft. Still controlled, but easy. Every breath, lengthen the two pauses. Three more breaths. And at the end of the third breath, adjust the 4 phases of your breathing cycle in order to have the same length for all phases. So inhalation, pause, exhalation, and pause. Hold. We have the same breath, the same length. But even there, keep it soft and easy. So in case you feel it a little bit too hard, keep the same length. create a shorter breath, shorter length. It's soft and easy. Same length for the 4 phases. Three more breaths. As you're in peace. At the end of the 3rd breath, still playing with the length of the 4 phases, I wanted to adjust your breath in order to have the exhalation and the pause after the exhalation longer than the inhalation and the first pause. If you can, keep the exhalation and the pause after the exhalation doubling length compared to the inhalation and the first pause. So if you count for 2 for the inhalation, you will count for 2 for the first pause. You will count for 4 for the exhalation and 4 for the pause after the exhalation. Play with your breath. If you feel that it's kind of easy, add 1 count for inhalation and first phase, and 2 counts for the exhalation and second pose. But there, you realize that it's a little bit too much. The body starts becoming more tense. Step back. Play with your breath. Same length for the inhalation in the first pose. Double length for the exhalation in the second. One more time. At the end of this breath, you're gonna do even harder technique. I wanted to inhale just for 1 count, quite fast. I wanted to hold your breath for 2 counts. I wanted to exhale for 4 counts. And I wanted to hold your breath for 8 counts. I know that it seems really hard, but I know that you can do it. In case you really cannot, you can always go back to the previous technique. Try and play with your breath and with your mind. Inhale for 1. Hold your breath for 2. Exhale for 4. Hold your breath for 8. Again, inhale for 1. Hold your breath for 2. Exhale for 4. Hold your breath for 8. And go back to another breath. Observe your breath becoming lighter and lighter, more and more silent. Now, from this position, I want you to put your feet in contact. Straighten your arms up to the sky, but keep the shoulders and shoulder blades down. And allow those 2 arms to go behind your head, down to the ground. All the way down to the ground. Now, it's a little bit too much for your shoulder width. You can put your arms to the side or even down to the ground next to the hips. It's not a problem. Keep the 2 feet in contact and the legs straight. Like you want to be as the longer that you can. Now I want you to move the feet to the right side of the mat. And I want you to put the arms, if you have it behind your head, to the right side of the mat. If you don't have the arms up, I want you to move the head toward the right side of the mat. Like you want to create a sort of a half moon shape. Stay there. Observe the stretch, the gentle stretch of your left side. Now move the feet to the left side of the mat and the arms or the head to the left side too. Stretching the right side of the body. Breaths. And back to center. Bend your knees. Lift your right feet and put the right feet, the base of the right feet, over the left knee. Inhale. With the exhalation, push with the left feet against the ground. Push the right feet against the left knee and lift your hip. 3 breaths. And then Change side. So put your right feet down, left feet over, base of the left feet over the right knee. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift the hip, pushing with the left feet against the right knee, and with the right feet against the ground. Stay there. And down. Put your feet in Baddha Konasana and allow the knees to open to the side. Stay there. Breaths. At the end of the third breath, bring the two knees together. Cross the right leg over the left one. With the two knees quite close to each other. Inhale. With the exhalation, I want you to lift your hips, but I want you to move to push the outer side of your right calf against the left knee. Stay there. And relax. Change side. So right feet down, left leg over the right leg. Push the outer side of your left calf muscle against the right knee and lift the hip. Stay there. Keep on pushing. And down. Bring the two knees to the chest. Relax your feet as much as you can. Okay. Now, grab the right knee with both hands and keep it close to the chest. Straighten your left leg parallel to the ground, but not touching the ground. Down to the ground, but not touching the ground. Stay there. Lower your leg completely, the left leg, and allow the right knee to open to the side. You can use your right hand to help the opening of the hip. Keep the left leg active. Keep the thigh active. Push the left leg down to the ground. Most likely, you're gonna feel a certain stretch around your left groin. Keep on moving the right knee down to the ground, toward the ground. And back to center. Now, grab the left leg, left knee with both hands and keep it really close to the chest. Straighten your right leg and lower the right leg almost down to the ground, but not touching the ground. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, lower your right leg, but keep it active. Keep on pushing the right leg down to the ground and start opening the left leg to the side. Keep on pushing the right leg down and keep on opening the left leg to the side. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, back to center. Roll to the right side and push the left hand to sit up. Baddha again. Keep the feet quite close to the pubis. Interlace your hands. Leave the sternum, shoulder blades down. And really gently push the knees down. So activate your muscles to push your knees down. Leave the sternum. Deep breaths. At the end of the third, relax. Put your hands behind your buttocks. Tilt your hip gently back. Push the outer side of your feet in contact, but open the inner side toward the side, like you want to open the base of the feet out to the sky. While doing this movement, your knees will be drawn down toward the ground. Keep on opening the base of the feet out to the sky. So pushing the outer side of one against the other and bringing the inner side of the feet toward the knees. Stay there. And relax. Dandasana. Straighten your legs. Leave the sternum, shoulder blades down. Keep your arms completely relaxed. So you're gonna use the muscles of your the core muscles to keep your in shape. Now bend your right leg and keep the feet not touching the ground. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. Arms relaxed. At the end of the third breath, open the right leg to the side. Slide the right ankle under the left knee and then the left leg in front. Keep the feet flexed. Put your hands over the knees. Leave the sternum, shoulders down. Belly in. Create circles with your hips on the spine. Both on one side. And on the other side. Still keeping your feet flexed. Lift the sternum. Keep the spine straight. Tilt your hip forward. Bring forward. Find a comfortable position for your arms and hands, wherever it is. Still keeping the spine straight. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third breath, allow your spine to unbend. Allow the head to drop down toward the ground. And stay there, 3 breaths. Even if you're experiencing some interesting feelings, they're not going to last. It's going to be just something for a few seconds. And then come back up. And observe the feelings disappear. Come back up further. Straighten your legs. Dandasana again. Leave the sternum, shoulder blades down. Arms completely relaxed. whatever is comfortable for you. Bend your left leg and keep the feet not touching the ground. 3 breaths. Lift the sternum, shoulders down. At the end of the 3rd breath, slide the left ankle under the right knee. Bend the right knee, the right leg in front. Keep the feet flexed. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, and create circles with your lumbar spine and hips. Both on one side and on the other side. Good. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Tilt your hip forward. It's gonna be hard to breathe. When you reach your maximum, stay there for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, allow your head to drop down toward the ground. 3 more breaths. Keep your breath soft and easy. It is not a challenge. Observe the feelings around your hips, groins, legs. At the end of the 3rd breath from the cup, and observe those feelings just fade away. Adha Konasana again. Grab your ankles and bring the heels as close as you can toward the pubis. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Stay there. 2 breaths. The end of the 3rd breath. Tilt your hip forward. Use your arms to push the knees down. Even if it's just 1 millimeter, it's not a problem. 3 breaths. And come back. Okay, now cross your legs, lean forward, and enter a tabletop position. Keep the 2 knees together, the 2 feet together. If it's not comfortable for your wrist to stay in this position, you can always put your hands in a sort of fist position. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Lean on your left leg and open the right leg to the side. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, I want you to move your right knee toward the right shoulder. And then I want you to move the right heel toward the left buttock. Okay, still keeping the knee at hip level toward the shoulder and heel toward the buttock. Knee to the shoulder, heel to the buttock. One more time. Okay, and change side. Lean on the right leg, lift the left leg, stay there for 2 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, move the left knee to the left shoulder And then move the heel to the right bottom. Then knee to the shoulder, heel to the bottom. Knee to the shoulder, heel to the buttocks. And one more time. Knee to the shoulder, heel to the buttocks. Down and create circles with your hips along the spine. Go on one side. And on the other side. Okay, now lift your torso and step forward with your right leg. Bend your right leg and allow the hip to drop down. In case you feel discomfort on your left knee, you can always put a folded blanket under your left knee, or you can fold your mat in order to have some sort of cushioning. Put both hands inside your right leg. Lift the sternum. Now, tilt your right feet outward and open the right knee to the side. Keep on pushing the sternum up and shoulders in. Breaths. At the end of the third breath, change side. So step forward with your left feet. Bend your knee. Put your hands down. Keep on pushing the hip forward and down. Move the sternum, shoulder blades down. Tilt your left feet outward and allow the left knee to open to the side. Deep breaths. Lifting the sternum and moving the shoulder blades down. And back. Sit on your heels and open your knees as wide as you can. Your hands down on the ground. Keep on moving the knees as wide as you can, but keeping the big toes touching. Move on your elbows. Lift the sternum, so move the sternum forward and move the shoulders down and back. Now, I want you to move the hips forward in order to have the hips aligned with your knees. In case you can move your elbows to find a better position. Keep the belly in. Stay there, 3 breaths. The feet can move apart. Problem. Just the first version. Now, walk back. Sit in Virasana in the normal position, so with the 2 knees together and the feet touching. Leave the sternum, shoulder blades down. Create circles with your hips along the spine. Okay, now we're gonna do something really similar, but it's gonna be a little bit harder for your knees because the pressure will be even more on the inside. So in case you have actually 2 folded blankets, you can use it. 2 small pillows, you can use it. Anything that can create a bit of comfort, you can use. Otherwise, we'll with nothing. So we just did this, moving forward to keep the hips aligned with the knees. We're gonna do exactly the same, but keeping the tibias parallel to each other. So actually we're gonna open the knee to the side, and I wanted to keep the feet flat. So the feelings will be harder on your knees. So feel free to take anything that it will help feeling a little bit more comfortable. Keep the feet flat. Keep the hip aligned with the knees. If you want to, you can lower your body on your elbows. Keep the belly in to focus the opening on the hips. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, come back up and sit in Virasana again. So, shoulder blades in. Okay. Now, seat on the left side with the buttocks down to the ground. So just drop down to the left. Now, put your right feet on side of your left knee. Open the left feet a little bit more in order to be able to sit down with the 2 sitting bones down to the ground. If you feel that you're not sitting down with your sitting bone, so the right sitting bone is up, you can put a folded blanket or even a block under the left sitting bone in order to keep the hip squared. Then lift the shoulder blades down. Grab the 2 feet and bring the 2 feet back. Lock the feet with your hands, lift the sternum, lean forward. 2 breaths. Ruth, can you try and move the right feet back a little bit more toward the... Okay, yes, that's beautiful. That's perfect. Actually, you can even move the left feet a little bit forward if you want to, if it's more comfortable for you. The sternum, shoulder blades down, stay there. And come back up. Change side. So right feet to the left, but the sitting bone is down to the ground. Left feet is at the side of your right knee. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Now grab the 2 feet and move the feet as back as you can. In case you can move forward the right leg to keep a balance between the 2. Sternum, lift the shoulder blades down, tilt the hip forward, and stretch. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, 3 more. And come back up. Good. Now, tabletop position Keeping the two knees together, I want you to lean on your left knee and keeping the right knee at 90 degrees. I want you to create circles, small circles, with your right knee. One side. So we are reinforcing all the muscles around the hips. It's not just opening, but also strengthening that area. Turn also on the other side. Good, beautiful. And then change legs, so lean on the right leg and keeping the left knee at 90 degrees, create circles with your knee. Giving a little bit more force on all that area. Then also on the other side. And stop. Yeah, we worked on the hips and also on the buttocks. Okay, now keep the knees wide, keep the feet wide, keep the arms right under the shoulders and roll the arms outwards in order to have the inner part of the elbows facing forward. Move the shoulder toward the waist, tuck your toes under, inhale. And with the exhalation, move the buttocks back and shoulders down. Keep the shoulders down. Push the chest over the knees. And keeping this position for your torso. So stretching the legs. The legs are another priority. Spine is a priority. Keep the shoulders wide. Stay there. Keep on rolling the arms outward to have the inner part of the elbows facing forward. Keep on pushing the chest over the toes. Relax your arm, relax your head. Relax your neck. Relax your belly. Walk back with your hands. Keep the weight of your body on the ball of the feet and relax completely your spine, shoulders, arms, hands, neck, face, head. Stay there. Bend your knees and come up. Okay. Now, widen your legs. Roll both legs outward, roughly at 45 degrees. Okay. Now, keeping the feet in this position, I want you to imagine that you want to close your legs. Doing so, you will activate all the inner muscles, giving you a little bit more stability. The sternum shoulder is down. Keep the legs active, like you want to squeeze your legs and relax. One more time. Squeeze your legs. And relax. Bend your knees. Squeeze your buttocks. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Stay there. And straighten your legs. Now, widen your legs a little bit more. Still keeping the feet roughly at 45 degrees. Bend your knees. Now, without closing the knees, so keeping the knees open, I wanted to activate the inner legs, like you want to squeeze the legs, but without moving the knees. Straighten your legs. And we're gonna do it one more time. Pay attention, I'm not closing the knees. The knees are to be kept open. Bend your knees again. Now, I want you to kind of squeeze your legs just to activate the inner legs without closing the knees. And now, straighten the legs. Roll the left leg inward and roll the right leg outward to prepare for Trikonasana. Tilt your hips to the right. To the right side, drop down. The left side, lift up and turn just a tiny bit. Keep the right thigh active. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. And go down in Trikonasana. Find your position, your asana. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. And look up. Stay there. Gently come back up. Tilt your hip to the left. Bend your right leg. Keep the right knee roughly over the heel. Lift the pubis, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, tailbone down. Straighten your arms for Virabhadrasana 2. Look above your right hand. And even there, like we did before, without moving the feet, imagine that you want to squeeze your legs without changing the position of the bent leg. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, straighten your right leg and lower your arms. Change side. So roll the left leg outward, right leg inward. Tilt your hip to the left for Trikonasana. Enter your Trikonasana. Keep the legs active and the thighs are contracted. Turn your head to look up. 3 breaths. Keep the sternum lifted. Beautiful. Gently come back up. Tilt your hip to the right and your left leg. Keep the left knee right above the heel. Pubis up. Sternum up. Shoulder blades down. Tailbone down. Straighten your arms to the side. About the left hand. And even there, without changing the position of the legs, imagine that you want to squeeze your legs together. activating the inner muscles. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, lower your arms and straighten your legs. Now, put your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Now, I want you to, instead of squeezing your legs, I want you to move the legs to the side without moving the feet. So I'm gonna let you feel that something will be happening on your hips. When you move the legs outward, naturally the hips will tilt forward. And when you do so, it will be easier to tilt the hip forward and go all the way down. So that's what we're gonna do. Tilt the hip forward, still pushing the 2 legs to the side, activating the outer side of your legs, tilting the hips. Keep on pushing the legs out and go to your maximum. Relax your arms, but keep on pushing the legs out. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, squeeze your legs and come back up. Good. Widen your legs a little bit more. You're gonna do exactly the same. You're gonna feel, maybe, or maybe not, that when you push the legs out, your legs can turn inward. Just become aware of all those small movements that you can activate by doing a different movement. So, hands on the waist to start with. Start pushing the legs out, tilt your head forward and go all the way down. Keep on pushing the legs out. Relax your arms, relax your head. Keep on pushing the legs out. Even if it's physical, keep it there. Relax completely your arms, your neck, your head, your shoulders. Put your hands back on the waist and squeeze your legs. Observe how this simple movement will help you come back up. Good. Now, put that up. Big toes touching, heel gently apart. Find the wrist. On your right leg. Lift the left leg. Grab the left leg with your left hand and allow the knee to open to the side. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. Stay there. At the end of the 3rd breath, grab your feet, either the outside of the feet or the big toe. Leave the sternum and straighten your legs to your maximum. So if your maximum is this today, it's okay. You can always use a support to be more stable. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, 3 breaths. To the side, a little bit more to the, yes, okay, Hilda. That's beautiful. And back Lean on the left leg, lift the right leg, grab the right knee with your right hand and open the knee to the side. Stay there for 3 breaths. Just the knee. Now go. Grab the outer side of the feet or the big toes and straighten the legs to your maximum. Keep the sternum lifted and walk. 3 breaths. The sternum. And back. Okay, now cross the right leg over the left leg. And squeeze the 2 legs together. Well, actually, no, squeeze the other side. So actually, you're kind of pressing the right calf muscle against the left one, but you want to open the leg. So you're going to stretch the hip. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Stay there. Relax your hands. You don't need the hands to be relaxed. Okay. And now relax the legs. Change side. Cross the left leg over the right one. And imagine that you want to open the legs. Stay there. And relax. Keep the feet close to each other, not touching, but close to each other, and the feet pointing to the side. Lift your heels, bend your knees and go all the way down. Open the knees to the side, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Now, tilt your head forward and allow the spine to unwind. Go all the way down to your maximum. But in the meantime, allow also the heels to move down toward the ground in order to lengthen the whole spine, especially the lumbar spine. Stay there just for a brief moment. And now you can enter Shavasana. Take everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. Become aware of all the feelings, all the emotions. And those movements, those stretches, may have allowed to rise. Just become aware. Become a witness. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonat Prachodayat Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonat Prachodayat Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonat Prachodayat. Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all the tensions. One more time. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep the spine straight yet relaxed. Eyes closed. Face, throat, neck, shoulders, arms relaxed. Put your hands in Nana Mudra, Ujjayi Mudra. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.